Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me on Their Fight Story. I have Mike DiOrio with us. Mike, how are you doing today?
I am blessed, feeling a lot better, miss. Thank you for having me on.
My pleasure. I know you were going through some things like around July, and you also had a fight. How did that go?
Oh, Lord. So I deal with bipolar, and I usually am able to keep it at bay, but this quarantine and COVID and having a fight, it really got to me this time. Um, I guess I had a mental snap, and I was heading to Florida, and the whole time I'm questioning why the heck am I boxing the Hades national champion? um, what's going on in the world, what's going on with Black Lives Matters. I just have a big heart and I feel love, and just seeing everything in the world go haywire kind of got to me and it really hit a nerve. And I didn't feel like I should have been fighting at that time, especially with COVID going on. Um, and fighting the national champ of Hades when I'm just Mike DiOrio, that is a stepfather that trains in his garage, it got to me. It was a little scary. And fighting is not always rainbows and butterflies. Um, us guys, we got to put in a lot of work away from our families. We travel super far just to go get in a ring. And sometimes we aren't paid for what we do properly.
Mhm.
And a lot of bad things just happened to me during those 3 months. And I was unfortunately hospitalized. They said I had a manic episode.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
so I'm back. I'm here. Maybe I was a little sick in my head, but I don't think I did anything super wrong. It was a bad fight. He caught me with a really good hook jab. I probably could have got up. I'm tough. I usually never stay down, but for some reason I stayed down this time, and I lost. They said I got knocked out. If that's the case, that's the case. But I've never truly been knocked out. I don't think. So just taking shots when you have bipolar, it's dangerous. It's scary. Um, but I also didn't have my hands up, so that's also my fault.
Yeah.
Uh, and it was a weird situation. But I'm here, I'm back, and I'm making a comeback. And I'm gonna show that people with bipolar and mental illness, you don't have to quit. You don't have to hide. You can be proud of who you are, and any mistakes you make, you can definitely fix them. Uh, I've overcome drug addiction. I've overcome homelessness. I've been on a reality TV show. Like, God definitely is using me in a way, and I don't know where it's going to lead, miss, but I know that I have a good heart. Um, and fighting is definitely crazy, as
Hmm.
you know, we have talked about.
What has changed from before to now, as far as were you on your medications? Were you not on your medications? Did
I uh,
something happen where you decided just stopping everything? What led you to that point?
I just had I realized right then and there, my family is important to me.
Mhm.
I have a stepdaughter. I have a fiance. I have a stepson. I have 3 dogs. Check them out real quick. Brody, say hi. That's my friend. I have Lola, and then I have Miss. And that's my best friend Sarah. Uh, so I have my hands full, and I've tried to make a career out of fighting. And honestly, I've gotten to do a lot of crazy cool stuff, but I've never made a lot of money. And I learned that if you're a fighter, you're not fighting for money. It's the one sport where I feel like we're highly underpaid. And I think if you're a fighter, it's something that's inside of your heart. That's something in you. And my whole life, nothing's been easy. Um, so I feel like God just humbled me. He wanted to make me realize you can't sell your life out for fighting and fame and fortune if you want to be an American citizen that has a family, live the American dream. Um, so I think what I've really learned is I can fight as a hobby because I do love to fight. I love to train. I love helping kids. I love coaching. But I also need something else too to occupy my downtime that's not as dangerous for my mind and my brain. Um, when you fight, you trigger the fight or flight instinct. And we all know I have a fight instinct. I try to be super kind, But when I'm in those rings or those cages lock, it's a whole new ball game. And that's something you've seen from me. When I turn like a beast, they say beast mode. But I have to learn that life is not always a fight. You know what I'm saying? Um, you have to take the little things that you see in the world, just time with your dogs, time with you on this interview. You're busy too. I know you have a life and you do a lot. So for you to even give me the time of day, that touches me. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And you've seen me since day one as a professional athlete till now.
Hmm.
And I have done a lot, but I've also lost a lot, and it sucks. I'm not gonna lie, they catch up to you.
Hmm.
You lose. But then I do great things like beat a world champion in kickboxing. So it reminds me that fighting is in me. It's part of me. But do I want to go down in the ring forever? I don't know. You know what I mean? I still want to compete. I still want to do it, but I feel like Mike DiOrio fighting the best guys in the world. I should put that on the back burner and start fighting more guys that have the same lifestyle as myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Are you still teaching? You know how you were doing your gym? Are you still doing that, or are you taking a break?
I have a few kids privately now that come here and there. I was never able to open like a huge gym because of lack of funds. So
Hmm.
I use my garage space and I do have a group of girls. I have a few people, my stepdaughter, um, and then my friend Sarah too that I train
Hmm.
now. So the girls that you saw last time, Kira, she still comes by,
Hmm.
trains with us. But we've kind of made our house more of like a kid-friendly area. We
Hmm.
play basketball, lacrosse. We can wrestle. We can lift weights. It doesn't always have to be fighting. It can be any kind of competitive sport that just helps you get your aggression out, your frustrations, so that you're able to just cope with the day and get through the world, you know?
Hmm. What helps you find your balance when you're going through your episodes?
I like to pray to God. I really, really, really do. I like to get on my hands and my knees and just beg and ask God to guide me. And then he leads me to my animals. Just this pit bull has changed my life. It's
Hmm.
like my daughter. She's crazy. She's just nuts. And she keeps me on my toes. I have fun with her. And just taking dogs for a walk now, it's just something specialer to me than it used to be. Because I get tunnel vision. Um, and all I think about is the fight leading up. And for the past 4 years, I have fought almost once a month, once every other month. So just having COVID set me back.
Hmm.
It just made me see what was really important to me, and it made me realize what was worth fighting for. Um, and that is a family. I'm blessed to have a woman that sticks by my side, my family, you, some great fans. Um, and I've done some amazing things. So I know that it's not over. It's
Hmm.
just I have to take a step back and say, all right, Mike DiOrio, what's next? You've done this. You've been there. Do you want to keep doing this, or what else can you do? And the goal is to be 1% better of individual Mike DiOrio every day.
Hmm.
1% better. Just be the best I can be.
What would you like to share with the people that are watching about, I guess, how to overcome the obstacles that arise during certain situations?
I just really think everyone needs to take 1 minute and just bow their heads, breathe in their nose, 3 seconds, exhale, 3 seconds. So it's gotten me through every fight. Every time I'm in a rough spot, I'll lean my head on and breathe. Just breathe. And then things fall into place. God has a plan. He uses all of us. Me and you didn't meet for no reason. Um, and you've inspired me my whole career. Your photography, pictures from my day one fight. That's amazing. And that you captured those moments for me. It's a miracle. And just breathing, um, meditation, and then thinking about what you have. 10 things they tell me. Think of 10 things that are important to you. And when I made my list of 10 things, honestly, fighting wasn't on there. Um, it was family. It was the people in my life, my inner circle, my animals, my kids, my mom, my wife to be. And that's my next step. I want to get married. I'm engaged, and I'm just trying to keep it and not lose everything. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But Tyson Fury has proven to me that you can get through anything. He got knocked out cold versus Deontay Wilder, and he got right up. I got right up too, but a little too late. And I had a moment. I definitely
Hmm.
had a moment, and I think the human in me, the peaceful Mike, won that day, and he didn't want to fight right then and there. Um, but when I lost fighting, I realized I need fighting. So I've
Hmm.
been back in the gym every day, just going at it on my own. When people come over, I've been training them, but I've been taking more time to get to know the person
Hmm.
instead of just saying, you need to learn this, you need to learn that. I learn about them and learn how what I've learned through fighting, through life, through battling PTSD, through battling anxiety, uh, depression, all that stuff. And I just want everyone to know that I understand, man. I've been through some stuff. You guys don't have to go through your day thinking somebody doesn't get you. There are a doctor, there are a person, there is a family member, there's somebody in the world that cares about you. And if you can't find them, give me a shout. I understand. I care. My heart is huge. I've become friends with every person I've fought. Um, and that's been a personal goal of mine. I
Hmm.
don't like fighting really, but I love it. You know what I mean? So I try to make friends through the war and keep the
Hmm.
calm in the storm. So wrestling, MMA, kickboxing, boxing, they have saved my life. And now it's time I live my life. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Hey,
Now, what's up with your fight career? You had mentioned before you had something coming up pending.
we're trying to get a boxing fight for December. If all goes well and it's a fair opponent with a similar record, I'm 100% on board. Um, I just don't want to risk my life fighting the best guys in the world anymore. Because I don't really have a world class camp or a world class
Yeah.
coach. If I had that opportunity to train in a full camp, paid for, I would do it. But unfortunately, I have a family, so I'm just training in my garage. And I've never shown you the garage gym. You want to see it?
Yeah, let's see it.
Welcome to my personal home gym. Got the body bag, got the full bag. Mike's Little Warriors boxing, a little faith, hope, and love. My gloves, God's
Thank you
will.
so much, Mike.
No, thank you.
Is there
Thank
anything
you.
else you want to share with everybody before we conclude with the interview?
I just want to say that comebacks are meant to be made. And no matter what choice or place or where you are in your life today, you can always make a better choice and become 1% better. So that's my new motto: hustle, pray, grind, be 1% better every day. Love
Awesome.
you guys.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.